I like the way it's exactly what I'm also. Man, I love it. Now the zero, I can drink them, but they tell me it's bad or worse. Uh-oh, you're twinning. I bet your mine is something different than yours. Does yours say buggies on it?
Hi, Dr. Fonno. You look like you're all turkey again.
Oh, okay.
Back to the work. Now we began from where, now we got you fixed.
That's why I said, I think mine's different. Oh, it's good.
I don't know how it pops up on your Facebook page, people you know and everything. That's way too cool. Really? She is gorgeous and smart and independent. When's the wedding day? When's the wedding day? All right, folks. It is 6 o'clock in the evening, and we want to welcome you to the October Big City Council meeting. Ms. Rex, will you please confirm our quorum?
Yes, ma'am. Mayor Bagan,
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Fontenot,
Present.
Miss Allen. Here. Mr. Beam,
Y'all here.
Mr. Rozelle.
Here.
Mr. Shealy,
Thought Mr. Shealy was gonna be here, but maybe not, so.
Mr. Davis, Chief Easterling,
Here.
and Mr. Ware. We have one.
We have a quorum, that's good. Mr. Ware, would you offer our invocation?
Okay.
And Mr. Strube is here, will you lead our pledges?
Absolutely.
Our Father in heaven, we come before you this evening, just thanking you so much for the opportunity to be here at the city council. We ask you to please lead us, guide us, direct us, help us make good decisions for the city. We thank you for your many blessings. We ask you to be with us in Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. On our colors, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. On the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Okay, we're going, while, Ms. Rex gets our, public comment sheet, just a few city council rules I want to go over. First of all, please silence your cell phones. Be respectful of the council and those who have business before the council. If you feel the need to have a private conversation during the meeting, please go outside. Chatter is distracting. If you want to comment on a specific item, agenda item, while it's before the council, please raise your hand for recognition. Mayor will make a note of your name before a vote, and before the vote is on the item is called, you'll be given the floor for a brief comment. Mayor has sole discretion on how the length of the comment, and the comment must be related to the item at hand. Ms. Gonzalez is filming us again, and there's a new little wrinkle, we're on YouTube now. No autographs. Can't be distracted with that sort of thing. But she does, and it's Town Talk.
Talk of the Small Town, I think.
Talk of the Small Town something, you can find it on YouTube. Anyway, let's see, we have anybody? Joanne wants 3 minutes, Ms. Gonzalez, and Mr. Strube wants 3 minutes. So, let me set my timer. Gonzalez,
I just might have a question on, I think it's.
please stand so we can all hear you.
I thought I might have a question on an agenda item, so I don't actually have something for right now.
Okay, okay. Mr. Strube?
Take a minute to give you two back.
There we go.
I wanna let you know, last night, school board met just a few houses, a few buildings up the road, and voted in our new superintendent, Mrs. Ronda Turner.
Well done.
Welcome her to the team.
Yes.
She is a phenomenal lady, 10+ years experience as a superintendent. We are so blessed to have her. So I just wanna express that on behalf of our school board.
Thank you. That was an excellent choice, by the way. She is an awesome lady. Okay, we're finished with that. And I did not read the public comments. I think we pretty much all know those anyway. Items of community interest. Our big thing this week is our Fall Heritage Festival. It kicks off with a Rotary Club waffle breakfast at the Civic Center, which is awesome. Tickets are $10 a piece, and it's all you can eat. Well worth it. 7 to 11, and then we have, downtown, literally downtown. We'll be having all the activities for the Heritage Festival. And then in here, the seniors will have goodies for sale. And the Lions Club is going to be doing vision screenings right here. And then we have Fun and Fall across the street with Grace Communion, and they've got all sorts of fun stuff over there. The master of activities, Mr. Rick Peterson, has waved his magic wand, and it's gonna be awesome over there. It always is. So y'all have a good time. And,
I want to say something.
okay, say something.
So on behalf of the Rotary Club, I was talking with Frank today, and due to some circumstances that have come up, there may be a possibility that we might not get it all cleaned up on Saturday. Can we get back in there on Sunday to finish
Sure.
cleaning up? There's not gonna be used afterwards, right?
No,
So
that's
that
fine.
was, in case, because of all the other things, George, going on, Frank said that we might need a little bit more time, because we're gonna have to leave, most of us, to go to that funeral.
We do have the front
Keeper-
end of the facility.
keeper of
But
the
this will only be
civic
back
center.
where the kitchen is, that's what we're worried about, not being able to get it all cleaned up and the
Yeah.
chairs all put away, in case we don't have enough out, because.
Is that good with you? Okay.
Is that okay?
She's the keeper of the civic center.
Perfect. And we also wanna be able to get in tomorrow, Thursday, when we get the, food, can we just call it Rocky or? We don't know what time that's gonna be on Thursday, sometime during operation hours.
Okay, no.
Thank you.
All right. Anything else? That's what's going on so far. The big thing this weekend is all the fun. All right, let's start off with the Volunteer Fire Department monthly report. Mr. Stephen Samuel, why do I do that to you every time? Sorry.
The report's included in your packets there. Any questions on that call volume from past month?
I have one question. Did you write your name with your pen?
On that, I did, yes.
Way to go, it's looking good, Samuel.
I did get release from the doctor, he said calling me, on last Thursday maybe. So definitely starting to get some feeling in my, or tingling in my finger about halfway up, so the end is nothing.
So no more rehab needed, or?
No, that's just self at this point.
That's perfect.
We're on the burn ban right now. The county, I believe, goes through, this weekend, I believe, Saturday. And I think actually the date on the cities would follow suit.
I'm sorry?
The date on the cities.
We didn't put an ending date on.
Yeah, we don't, I
We
think
did
they
put
read
the
there's
banners
10.
out, at the city signs on 80, both east and west, and then 55, coming back from the building, so. Those are out.
So are we gonna end ours this weekend too, or do we know?
Do what?
Are we gonna end the cities this weekend, or we don't know yet?
Probably not.
Oh, no.
If we did a lot
Not
of,
till we get some-
on Saturday,
No.
so.
if we did that rain, it'll probably be Monday.
Seriously.
Yeah.
We're gonna let it soak in
We're,
real good.
we're gonna have to have a nice rain, I think, before we lift ours.
And the way that works is, they're measuring the moisture content in the fuels, so down trees and grass and all that. It does take quite a bit of liquid and high humidity for duration to actually soak back into those, materials. So even if we get a good, 4 inches of rain one day, it's so fast, but eventually have time to soak, and so we're still just, as soon as that surface dries, we're just as high of fire danger as we were, before. So it does take a time for that to help us.
Y'all are doing your release, whatever at Heritage Festival, right?
I'm out of town this weekend, but you believe that. That is on our list to discuss this evening, I'm not sure who is involved with that is.
Okay, thank you.
Is that where you're gonna start a little fire and then clear it out?
Not this weekend.
I was gonna say, no, we're not.
We had a little
Just shoot a target with a water hose, but no,
They haven't cut out a picture of a fire.
We're the next couple items, so I'll just
Yes.
stay here until y'all are ready to move on.
Number 2. Right there.
We are, requesting permission to pay for these repairs on phone pump and for 111 and fuel issues on 211. Jeff, have more details and all questions on those.
I'm assuming the phone pump system is essential and just having some issues.
The pump motor's locked up on it, but it's pretty essential to have it for structure fire and grass fire.
So we're looking at the phone pump first, right? Okay.
Excuse me.
And that's our first out.
And you've gotten two estimates on it, right? The two estimates are here are both for the phone pump, or?
No.
Now, one's the phone
No.
pump and the other one is the fuel. There's probably just specialized places that do this, aren't there?
That- that's my
Our
next
local
question.
repair center is involved in the Lakewood technically.
And there's not a competing
No,
person.
locally.
I think it's long use.
Council, what's your pleasure?
Then I'll make the motion to approve the, repair for the phone pump system in engine 211. That's been presented here, or whatever, it says 211 on here.
And you have it in your budget?
111 is the phone pump.
Pump and the other one is.
The other is separate
Okay.
apparatus.
Yeah, the two estimates, that one was 36 and one was, 42, I think.
Yeah, the phone pump is the
Well, we
44.
can't even foresee this, so we may have to adjust our budget at the end of the year.
Okay.
We have a motion from Mr. Bean to accept the estimate of $4,442.12 to repair the phone system. Do we have a second?
Second.
And the 200.
Second from Ms. Allen, I'm sorry.
And the other one too,
We need to vote on this separately.
separately.
We don't.
Cause you have one line up.
We don't have to.
Well,
but
then
we
let's
can.
does that include your motion?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so Mr. Allen and Mr.
Mr. Allen and
Ms.
Mrs.
Allen
Bean.
also include the system, the fuel leak for $3,655.07. Do we have any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Got those. And a recruitment grant now.
Got a grant from, DFS for recruitment materials, up to $3,000, I believe. That is something that we purchased the materials for that, and we would submit that for reimbursement, so, that's what we're requesting permission to spend there, up to $3,000.
We probably won't even spend like 3,000 at one spot, so we may not even need permission, but I just felt to bring it before y'all to do it.
You have up to
We
3,000 to
can
play
up to
with then.
3,000 in case we do spend that much with one company, then we would need
And
permission.
we don't have to match it or anything, right?
It's 100% match grant, so.
What all would you buy?
Mostly banners is
Okay.
what it'll cover. And we'll probably get extra banners when we do it, since it's 100% match.
Yeah,
That way we can put some rolled up in the office, when these get torn over time, we can replace them with those.
okay.
So you have to complete a certification letter and get that back, and then what they'll cut, they'll
We have to turn in our receipts for everything we spend to them, and then they'll cut the check.
And you've got till
It's already
March
approved. Got till
to
March.
spend it all. Okay. Okay, we'll entertain a motion.
I make a motion that we accept the grant as it follow their instructions as noted.
Okay.
Second.
We have a motion from Ms. Allen to accept this grant and a second from Dr. Fontenot. Do we have any more discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Go for it, thank you.
Next item would be the contract, with Upshur County ESD #1. We contract with them, have for the past several years, to cover parts of the county outside of city limits with emergency services, as part of our primary district. So this would be just a renewal of that contract. They've gotten their ducks more in a row over the past couple of years, so it used to just be a little short, one-page thing. Now we're up to 15 pages of legal terminology. So I read through it all, and I think we can accommodate all that. There's no surprises there that are unrealistic asks, I don't think. The one adjustment that I made that the only thing we're requesting change on is what they can expect as a response time for us. Our in-city calls are around 14 minutes is average for in-city limits, but outside of city limits, especially our mutual aid calls that's part of our district, because we're not here at the station, sometimes it takes us 10 to 15 minutes to get to the station before we can respond from here. So I changed that number to 30 minutes, as a target for all of the calls. In-city limits should be much less than that, but that's the best that I can speak to. So, I did make that edit, which you all have, any questions on that?
And this is the one where they pay us $35,000 for this.
And you made that adjustment, and now have they responded to it?
No,
Okay, so
I did meet with them in person, had several changes made, things that their lawyer kind of copied what they sent to some other departments that function differently, that are owned by the ESD. We're a city department, so a lot of the things they require of their departments, I didn't feel were right for them to expect of us as a city department. So I met with them face to face, we talked through those different things, got that edited. So this had all of those updates. The only thing that I'm requesting additional change on is that one time.
They left it blank for us on response time.
Okay.
Cause they didn't know.
So the agreement that you have in the package is the corrected,
Yes.
updated.
Yes.
I'll make the motion that we accept the agreement and we enter into a contract with the county of Upshur to provide the firefighting services as necessary. As written in this package.
Approved resolution 2025.
That's what I was saying.
I thought that's what
We have a motion by Mr. Bean to approve resolution 2025-2024. Do we have a second? A second from Mr. Rozell. Do we have any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you, sir. Ms. De Silva. Hello again.
I have a say because I guess with the billing cycle, my leak was fixed, but it hit both billing cycles. And when your water bill equals the electric bill, it's getting a little on the stressful side.
You're saying it was still leaking into the next
Well,
cycle?
when they fixed it, the one bill had already been sent out and was late and had to get an extension because of the amount that it was. For me to go to a meeting and figure everything out, and then they fixed it, but it was right after the new billing
So
cycle.
we need an adjustment last month to her, right?
Yes.
How much was the adjustment last one?
We gave her like $100, I think.
Okay, then this is the second half because it covered 2 months basically.
Yeah.
The way the bill ran, the way the leak ran. And it has been fixed.
Yes, it has been fixed.
Move to approve the adjustment up to the adjusted average of 88.99.
I'll second.
We have a motion from Dr. Fontenot to approve the adjusted average and a second from Mr. Bean. Any more discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Y'all have a blessed day.
Chief? We need to wait for a train?
Probably. We'll just start, I'll just stop waiting for them.
Okay.
My luck would just be waiting for an hour, one time don't show up. And start with the, monthly report. That's a pretty typical month. We had some investigations that we ran, a lot of time, but not a bad month. Busy, but not bad. Anybody got a question there?
No surprises, is that what you're saying?
I'm sure you did, go ahead.
I'm still looking.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
No surprises. That you can talk to.
none that I can mention, yeah.
They were very busy. They did a very good job on being busy. Very busy.
I don't think they have a problem.
I saw you out doing, right along with your guys the other day.
Sir?
I saw you out doing right along with your guys the other day on Saturday. Or Friday, was it Friday or Saturday? It was Friday.
Friday.
Friday, yeah.
Friday. I probably do that 2 or 3 times a week, just off and on, and then sometimes I'll come in that time and drive with them too, just. touch base.
Keep them on, make sure they don't run any lights or anything.
Well, yes, but that's not really the biggest part. The biggest part is also just trying to touch base with them and try to, keep in touch with what's going on with them and see what we may need, what we may not need, type deal. We did our qualifications last night, so everybody was out till about 9 o'clock, so we finished up last night, so, but everybody got everything done, so. Pretty decent day. Just fun. Oh, you don't, okay, alright. Who knew? We'll move to the next topic. Yeah, I was waiting on it.
Yep.
So, if y'all remember right about 6, 8 months ago, we had to replace the laptop because the two we had were 2019, and one of them said, I'm through. Well, the other one said, I'm through here a couple weeks back. So we're in the same boat. So this is from the exact same company where we got the other one that we replaced, they're refurbished, they have a 1-year warranty. The one that we had purchased in the past, we're using it right now, but it is, it came in looking brand new. So that's why we're back to this company, because it's brand new, they're between 43 and 47, depending on the company that you go through, so running tag for different ones, so we did get multiple different bids, because the other bids would be new computers. This is a company that we have used before.
2-year warranty, right? Or no, we got paid for the 2-year warranty. We got a 1 year plus we buy the second. year.
Yes, sir.
The second year or second 2 years?
The second year.
Second year.
Well, we did not buy the second year on the other one either, we just did the 1 year up front.
It comes with 1 year.
Are you just gonna be ground shipping? I know-
Yes. Yeah. The cheapest shipping method that they have.
City, yes.
Yes, sir.
Like,
LTE, it's,
they're strong enough to do it.
yes, sir, it does. So what we found, we used to run what's called a hotspot in the car, right? So the hotspot through Verizon, we pay $41.99, $42.99 a month per line for unlimited data, and that's what runs the in the car. What we have found out was even the old computers, right, but these new ones too, there is a spot you take the cover off and you take the SIM card out of that hotspot, because we have a problem with batteries flowing, heat, and put it in the computer. And it works exactly the same exact amount of money. Now we don't have the other device sitting in the car getting hot though.
Right.
So, rather than replacing a hotspot every 6 to 10 months, give or take, something like that, we're not having to do that now because we're not slowing the batteries. That's the way to say that, but, we make sure that this one is able to do that same system, so that we can keep up with that task.
I move to approve the purchase 220782. That includes the shipping.
Well, it says free ground shipping, I figured that's what we was gonna do.
Oh, good.
I believe that's what we on the other.
I'll second.
We have a motion by Dr. Fontenot to approve the purchase of this laptop for the police department, and have a second from Ms. Allen. Any more
And
discussion?
that's using ground shipping to.
Ground shipping, yes. Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you, sir.
That's it for me.
Keep up the good work. Mr. Ware?
All right, the Public Works report for September. I'll hit some highlights here. We had 3 water leaks, the water meters turned on were 8, water meters turned off 11. We had 11 disconnects. Meter readings were 741, which was up from the previous month. We, are still selling a little bit of water to, the highway project on 155. We sold 153,000 gallons for $3,825, but I think that's gonna be ending pretty soon on that. We will be selling some water to Frontier. They're gonna start a boring project and doing, only 10,000 feet of boring, so.
We're at.
All through the city. And 10,000 feet is almost 2 miles, so it's all through the city. Just an update on, L&L Asphalt did the park project for us last week, and they got the millings in and packed in, and it really looks good up there. We're gonna be getting in, no parking signs this Friday, I believe, and we'll be putting those up as soon as we get them in, and they're gonna be matching what the school has,
Yeah.
so. So, and that, everybody likes to park over there now.
Oh,
Wow, they-
it just absolutely begs to be parked
Oh,
on.
yeah, it's so
So, but
nice.
yeah, the signs will go up.
Anyway, that, we'll be having those installed. If it comes in late Friday, we'll probably install them on Monday, so.
So, can I ask a question? I mean, so last month we talked about this boring project coming up for another fiber ring going in, right? Basically, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Did we ever decide, do we have a comfort zone here this time, so we're not gonna get,
Yeah, we,
feel better than what we did last time? Cause we had a lot of
Yeah.
problems last time.
Quite a bit better. We have a meeting with all of their guys that's gonna be doing the project and the managers, and,
You
they're a
voiced your
lot
concerns,
better. Yeah,
strongly
they're-
voiced your concerns?
quite a bit, and we told them what happened last time, and
Yeah.
they are really covering themselves this time, and the city is covering themselves too, so I think.
Different company.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I understand, but it's the same kind of equipment these guys have in these
Yeah.
parts.
Yeah.
That's what it boils down to, it boils down to the machine they use.
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay, I just wanna make sure.
Who's using it?
I just wanna make sure you got a chance to meet with them.
Yeah, we did.
And you guys we're gonna have somebody watching these guys this time.
Yeah, we have a guy that's gonna be, telling us every day where they're gonna be boring at, and so we're gonna keep in contact with him.
I mean, larger cities, there'd be inspectors rolling around and getting all over them.
Yeah, and they're gonna be putting up signage too, that, on the streets that they're boring, and they're gonna put door hangers on doors that, on the streets to let everybody that are boring, so they're doing a lot more.
But it's not so much all that, I mean, that's great they're doing that, it's whether or not they're potholing and they're
Yeah.
making sure that we're not gonna hit our super expensive water system lines that we have in the ground. I say not likely, but I mean, you know what I'm saying, so we just don't want, I mean, we've had a lot of problems.
Oh,
And it's not self-inflicted, it's us letting these guys come in and do stuff sometimes.
yeah.
Now, they had a very good meeting with them, and they laid out all the issues we had with the other ones, and
So we feel a lot more comfortable.
We don't have any signed contracts yet.
Yeah.
One of the things we specifically mentioned to them was that we agreed on, start and stop times.
Right.
And then also we made them aware that, if they hit our lines, it's likely that they will literally just call it a contractor and don't pay the bill.
Yeah, they'll pay the-
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry to be such a pest, I just know that it can be done a little bit better than it's been done in the past. It's possible.
Or, so basically you told them, you break it, you fix it.
Yes.
Well, that's how it should be.
it is, and I think they were pretty receptive to
pretty-
that.
If they break it,
They said they totally.
I mean, we're not making anything off the fact that they put this fiber in, so they're the ones making.
No, upgrades you can pay a higher price for, but we've worked it out to the Hitachi and the Bobcat machines. They are basically the same, the, years of warranty are 2 years each, and it covers everything from anything that breaks on them for 2 years, or 2,000 hours, I believe. The most important part is the money side of it. The Hitachi is 47,000, the Bobcat's 46,000. The Hitachi, from ASCO and Tyler is offering 0%
Which is
interest.
cheaper in the long run.
Yes, on the entire loan is 0% interest, so we wouldn't have any interest at all. They offer different, years that you can pay it off, but we're hoping to put enough money down that we can pay it off within, 4 to 5 years at a small, payment per month. The,
Where would these go if they had to be repaired, hypothetically? Where would each one go? Bobcat's over in
Bobcat's in Longview and Tyler, and, ASCO, the, company's off of the loop here in Tyler.
So they're both the same,
Yeah.
taking both the same areas, not.
And they do
one's
repairs
farther.
there, yeah.
They're not being shipped in, they're not.
No.
Away or closer.
If we buy them, we buy them locally,
Yeah.
and so, and parts are available for both, locally, so. But,
Did you guys get a chance to drive both of them?
we did the Bobcat, and we looked at the Hitachi, and everything was similar, so, I mean, it worked the same way. So the only thing on the Bobcat, it had a movable blade, and the Hitachi didn't, but that really, we've watched the guys use them, and most of the time, they don't need a blade that moves up and down. I mean, it'll move up and down, but not side to side. So that was the only thing different in the two. But, what appealed to us was the 0%, for the entire loan. We did contact Austin Bank and First National Bank, and that's on there too, for their interest rate and for their loan periods. And it would add quite a bit to the loan, overall.
So let's say you could do, let's say we did the Hitachi, we did through ASCO. Is there any reason why we wouldn't just take the whole 7 months and we could pay it faster if we wanted to?
We could,
Just in case there's a situation that we might need that liquidity somewhere else. Do you understand what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
free money.
Yeah, that makes sense to me, right?
I think the payments on the 7-year is $568.
Well, yeah, it's irrelevant if you get 7 years worth of free money, take the 7 years worth of free money. I mean, we can still pay them the 5-year rate, but if something changes with what we've talked about in the past, then
We
we
might
may
need
need to
to
dip into that for something else, the
Yeah.
property
Back off
has
a little
going
bit.
up,
Yeah.
it might be to our
When we
advantage.
apply for it, it'll be a 7-year loan, and
Okay.
then we can just pay it off.
The Hitachi is a Japanese model, and that company's been around for years and years. And they had a really good, longevity, it seemed like, compared to the Bobcat. The Bobcat hasn't, they've been around, but the Hitachi's been around a lot more years than the Bobcat.
And did we already got the dump, right? We already got the dump.
Yes, we've already got it,
And the dump trailer will hold the Hitachi.
yes.
Are you happy?
Do you want
Good
to make a
job.
motion?
So is that what you're recommending?
That what you're recommending?
I would recommend a Hitachi, yes.
I'll make the motion that we purchase the Hitachi on the 7-year loan to start with, knowing that we can't change it after, but I would pay for the first 6 months based upon the 7-year loan rate, so that we can see what's gonna go on with you guys doing this boring and everything.
Yeah.
Just in case we may need some money somewhere.
Finance 40,000, and then we'll just pay the 7,000.
Whatever we can qualify for,
Yeah.
and just take the 7 years to pay it off though. And then we can pay it off faster if we see that we have
Yeah,
extra at the
and
end of the year.
they said you could have 0 down too if you wanted to,
I like the 0% on that.
but
That's
we
pretty cool.
decided we could.
We may not wanna, but we may wanna just make the regular payments for the first year while the warranty.
Right.
See how long
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
goes out.
that's what I would strongly suggest,
Okay.
so that's what my zero down on a 7-year plan and making the minimum payment that we have to make based upon the 7-year loan for the first 12 months, and then we can rediscuss it if we're gonna up it faster and get it paid off after sometime next year this time, for those of us that are still here.
Okay, we have a motion from Mr. Bain, and a second from Mr. Rozelle to purchase the Hitachi mini excavator under the terms as specified. Do we have any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
So just to confirm, Trey, that was buying the Hitachi for $47,740.15 with 0 down and on a 7-year loan with minimum payments for the
Right.
first 12 months.
That's the 0% loan, if we qualify for it, they take their money.
Okay.
I'm surprised we're not shut down.
Okey-doke. Thank you, Mr. Ware and council. It's gonna be a nice little thing to have. All right, the next item on the agenda is Chase Shealy's letter of resignation. Now, I had thought Chase would be here. Chase's house, as you know, burned several months ago, the one on Wiley. And, he lived with his parents outside city limits, which was fine and everything. He has now sold that house, and they are still with parents, I think, and they are just this close to moving into their new house that they built. So Chase lives out of the city limits. So even though he's not here to officially do a letter of resignation, he hasn't been to he lives outside the city limits, and he can't be on the city council anymore. So can we accept his resignation?
Yeah.
But he hasn't done a resignation letter.
He hasn't done a letter yet. I've asked him for a letter.
But he also has missed enough meetings that
He has
technically
missed
speaking.
enough meetings, I think.
So.
And he has no, and,
No,
you know,
but I'm just saying, so hypothetically, why not in good faith, why don't we accept, I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If in good faith, we all
he
understand
would prefer to
this.
slip off in obscurity, as he said.
Yeah, and
without any
I think
good
most
law.
of us have talked to him
Yeah,
over the last few months.
and of course,
Thoroughly.
he works weird, he's got,
Yeah,
you know, works weird. So, even if we don't officially accept a resignation, you know, he's off, I mean, he's not on the council.
well, I mean, it just looks bad that you have that empty seat all the time too, that he's not
Well,
here, and he's not, it's not that he's
no.
not here, it's just that he's, you know, I mean.
He's not here.
He
So,
doesn't,
And
he
he
knows.
can't, I mean,
he
even if
doesn't
he
wanna
showed
be-
up tonight, he couldn't vote, cause he
Yeah.
doesn't live in the city anymore.
Yeah.
I think we ought to just ask him if he would supply us with a resignation.
I'll write him a letter, all he has to do is sign it.
Yeah,
So,
that would be good, so we did that, but I'm okay with going ahead and doing it.
You want me to write it for you?
You're doing it
Yeah.
right. I'm sure y'all can investigate all of that. Without him formally resigning.
we need to,
Probably not
and I
here.
thought he was gonna be
Is that
here, I
fall
really,
within the local government code,
yeah.
that we
When
can
I,
do that?
no,
Or
when I
y'all
talked to
looked at
him a couple of weeks ago, he anticipated being here tonight.
But does, for us
But
to
let's
take
just
action on
table
it, and does that fall within the local government? code?
I do not wanna overstep anything, so I will entertain a motion to table this.
I move to table item number 10.
Thank you.
Second.
We have a, motion to table, item number 10, Mr. Shealy's resignation letter, and I'll write it and send it to him. And by Dr. Fontenot, and a second by Mr. Rozelle. Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, let's move on to city secretary financial reports. Did you wanna do? Hang on. I'm looking at two different things here. We have on the tablet, we have investment report. Did you?
Yeah, those are just the investment reports.
That's
for
just
First National
for
Bank.
information, okay. Let's go on to the financials.
So the financial reports are in your packet. Nothing out of the ordinary this month, at least nothing that stood out to me. Our sales tax revenue is holding steady, and we do have one new restaurant that has opened, or has been licensed, I should say, since our last meeting, and that's gonna be La Victoria Mexican restaurant or something
Oh,
like
his
that.
food's great.
And he's gonna be.
Is that the La Victoria that's down there in Iona?
Uh-huh.
They're moving down here, or they're opening a second
I
one?
believe they're opening
A
a second
branch.
location.
Wow, there's a lot of people in these parts, huh?
So, anyway, that's good news to hear, and they are licensed by us currently, so, you know, we're glad to welcome them to town. I don't think he's ready to open just yet. The one thing that you will notice on page 2 of the general fund, profit and loss statement is the payments that we authorized on behalf of Samuel Vanderford. About mid-page, we have emergency medical expenses there, where we paid $29,143.80. We have not paid all of Samuel's bills yet, as he indicated, he just finished his last treatment last week. So we will still have a few lingering bills for his, therapy that he's going for. I think most of you should be seeing a property tax statement, or however many you have properties. The property tax statements have been mailed. We actually received 2 for the city, for the parking lot that they sent to us in error. So, you know, I contacted the appraisal district, and we're working on getting that resolved, but people should be seeing their property tax statements soon if they haven't already arrived.
Just got mine today.
Thanks for ruling that night.
Do y'all have any questions about the financials?
So do we have a ballpark now, what we think the total amount for Samuel's thing has been?
Like I said, we're at 29,000 right now.
That's the year-to-date number, so that's.
That was as of September 30th. We have paid an additional $3,000 to Azalea Orthopedics, which is his location facility, and we're not done with that, so I don't foresee it exceeding 35,000. And I think it'll be less than that, so. Any other questions?
The 16,000 for the street repairs was us getting stuff done over there off of the school or whatever, what Rocky said, got that right?
No, the street repairs that are on there is not. Yes. We have not paid yet for L&L Asphalt's work on Wildcat Drive.
Okay, council,
I'll make a motion to approve the financial report as, Laura just stated, and as presented in the package.
I'll second.
we have a motion from Mr. Bean to approve the financial report as presented, and a second from Ms. Allen. Any more discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Okay, next item is the minutes from the 16th of September.
Did you guys have a chance to read through all of those? I think, Trey, on the minutes for the 16th, I tried really hard to get agenda item number 3 correct, which is where we increased how much total we were paying for the insurance for the
Right.
volunteer fire insurance, but I think we got it. We did get the resolution submitted with our nominations for you and Dr. Faulkner to the appraisal district board, so. In the next month, we will see the ballots come back where we can actually vote.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes for the September 16th meeting as presented in today's package.
motion from Mr. Beam and a second from Ms. Allen to approve the minutes for the special meeting on September 30th. Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you, ma'am.
Next item, the resolution designating the official newspaper. The local government code requires that as soon as practicable after the beginning of each municipal year, the governing body of the municipality shall contract with a public newspaper of the municipality to be the municipality's official newspaper. Right now, the only newspaper in our municipality is the Gilmer Mirror.
I move to approve the Gilmer Mirror as our official publication.
I'll second it.
I guess I have to call this, don't I? Dr. Fontenot has, made the motion that we approve the Gilmer Mirror as our official city newspaper, and Mr. Bean has second. Do we have any more discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Okay.
This next one is really just a matter of housekeeping, but according to our personnel policy, each year the city council is to vote on the suggested, holidays for, or the approved days off for the following year. So I believe in y'all's packet, there's a resolution that has all of the dates. All the dates that I put in right now, can be modified or changed if you want to. I simply put in the dates that we approved this past year. So I didn't know if you guys have any questions about the dates that I put on there.
So this just following suit with what we did the prior year.
Yes, sir. No change for that. I mean, in dates, but not
Yeah,
actual dates.
actual date.
Yeah.
Motion to accept. Sorry. Accept the holiday. I'm sorry, the resolution 2025-0.
I'll second it.
Ms. Allen has made a motion to accept resolution 2025-029, which designates holidays for 2026. Mr. Bean has second. Any more discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? Okay, adopting the policy prohibiting overpayment on utility bills.
So, I'm gonna let Ms. Sarah step forward and talk to you guys about this. I believe that she has made each of you a little bit aware of just some extraordinary work that's being created with people overpaying utility bills. So I'm gonna let Ms. Sarah take it from there.
We have a number of customers who regularly pay ahead on their water bills. These customers are making overpayments in the hundreds of dollars to keep a credit balance on their water accounts. As you can imagine, this causes some accounting problems, such as the amount billed in a year does not match the amount of payments received. And also, if we try to guess at how to allocate that payment, we might guess wrong. So maybe a large water bill, a large water leak could cause all the money to go to the water and the garbage doesn't get paid. So it just causes some imbalance. Now, more recently, customers are aware that they may be required to pay card fees in the near future, and they're starting to make large card payments before the change. So we've started to see that happen. We would like the council to consider prohibiting these overpayments. It would be good for customers to simply pay the amount of their water bill each month and not keep a credit balance. And we have looked at other cities to see what their policies are, and they some cities have made similar choices to prohibit overpayment on accounts. So that's the issue at hand for your consideration.
Can I ask I apologize that I didn't get with you, okay, so.
It's okay.
So I just want, so when you go online to make your payment, and you make it with a credit card, it allows you to pay more than what the bill is?
Generally not, it usually stops them if they're doing online payments, but we are talking about maybe someone comes in with $1,000 cash.
Okay, but I'm just asking specifically about the
Online-
credit card thing. The
online
credit
is
card
not
thing is,
allowed.
if all of a sudden I knew that I was gonna have to pay
Yeah,
my credit card fees,
right.
and if
They didn't
I
go
could give you
online.
$1,000,
They didn't go
and you're not-
online, they
it's-
called in or they
yeah.
came in and made that
so
payment.
we're not, when we take that call-in call, we don't stop and say, well, wait a second, your bill's only 500, why are you giving me 1,000?
No, we don't. We can't, we don't have a policy.
Oh, that's why you don't do it, is cause there's, you just, whatever money they wanna give us, we'll take it.
Yeah.
We'll earn the interest on it.
Well, but
How are you going to deal with?
No, it does, but I mean,
How are you gonna deal with the ones who have already made large payments?
You're welcome to comment on what you think.
so we can,
I think
And
if we
Ms.
make a
Laura-
policy, we ought to refund.
I
so,
think
so
too.
let me just ask another question then, so hypothetically, if my bill was $100 and I gave you 125, is my next month's bill, if it's $100, does it only come back out to 75? So it does take 25 and just applies it to the bottom of the bill.
But there's a lot of things that can happen within that.
No, I understand, I'm just
Okay.
making sure the system works right, so it is
Oh.
automatically applying the over amount to the next month's bill.
It is.
So how
But
many
so,
people-
so are these guys just making an average payment every month to make $100 payment, and they're not using $100, that's why it always looks like it's over?
That's really the exception, it's actually
Okay,
people that are.
they're just, they
living
have
on
extra money,
accounts.
they're just gonna give it to you for a while.
About 30 people.
Wow.
30?
And some round up, if they wanna just pay.
Well, I mean, if it truly is a problem with the county and everything, then I mean,
There's so many different places, you know, she has water, she has sewer, she has fire, she has this and that.
Yeah, but
There's
it's one
so
bill.
many places that,
Yeah.
doing a deposit is just,
Yeah, no, but I mean, it's one bill, so I mean, it depends, I mean, I guess somebody could argue, but I mean, hypothetically, if it was me, I'm like Sarah, if it's one bill, whatever's left over is gonna goes to next month's bill, it doesn't really matter, it pay me the difference.
I'll let you guys discuss.
Fair. So the system itself, the paying person, coming up to the window, if they pay, $5 over, but the software accounting system will not automatically just keep applying that. What I'm hearing you say is it's gonna require a lot of manual type.
You know, a small overpayment like that to me is not even an issue. We're talking about somebody coming in with $500.
Yeah.
And we have to figure out how to apply it for the next 13
So
months.
you have to kind of manually
Yeah, I do.
accommodate them.
Yeah.
So, okay, so we're just
I
accommodating
just
them.
find that unbelievable that somebody in this town has $500 and gives you a $100 bill.
let me ask you a question. We brought up how to, deal with the overpayment once assuming we pass this, overpayment. And you would go in, I'm assuming, don't know, go in and determine who that was, would you just automatically cut them a check, send them their overpayment with a letter of explanation and everything, or how, have you thought about how to deal with this?
Well, we have talked about it, but haven't made any decision. I would think that maybe on some of the bigger ones, and it's just as me, might be good to do refunds, so it doesn't go into the
Yes.
next year.
Yes,
Some of the
because
others.
we're so close.
you know.
So, as a favor, can I ask you a question? So, I just wanna make sure I understand this. Let's say I was gonna go out of town, and I know I'm gonna be gone for 3 months. And I have my automatic sprinklers going off. So can I give you $500 a day and say just apply for the next 3 months, and that's gonna be okay if we sign this, or we're just gonna say, no more overpayments? So then, now the guy can't pay ahead when he's gonna be out of town for 3 months.
You can pay it online if you're out.
Pay it online or
Or set up ACH.
I just want to.
set up an that's the thing, that's working out well, isn't it?
Yes, but Mr. Bean, that would prohibit that.
Yeah, because that's what you're kinda saying, I just wanna make sure that's what you're gonna tell me.
Right,
Because if we sign this, that's what you're saying basically,
right.
is
We're
that
trying to stop
if I
it.
come in there, I can't give you my payment for next month, I gotta either go online, or I'm just gonna be late, or whatever the case may be.
But the ACH, that just automatically, you send that in and that automatically debits your checking account.
And they have
So,
everything.
you don't even have to worry about it.
Somebody takes care of that for me, I don't know that.
Anything else?
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, council?
So you just need from us that we wanna make the policy that we can't,
And we've written just,
overpay.
yeah, if you guys look at the resolution that we put in the packet, it's really just a few sentences there under section 2.
Right.
If you were to adopt it, it just says, the utility service policies for the city of Big Sandy shall be updated to include the following under payments. Overpayments on water accounts are prohibited. Payments should match the amount due each month. Paying ahead to keep a credit balance on your account is prohibited. Overpayments received will be refunded or returned in the mail.
So we're saying we're going to refund or return overpayments. You were saying, so if you get something for a couple dollars, you're still gonna have to, but then that wouldn't follow the policy.
It's true.
Yeah, it's a do or die, I mean, you gotta do it this way, do it that way, so we can't do
Just
both.
send it back.
Send it back.
Good point.
Council? Any more questions for her?
I think we make the policy then. Follow
I'm
the
sorry?
way, yeah, if we make that a policy, then we'll have to follow.
Well, the bad thing about it is, in all honesty, is if you, there's a cost to write that check. So do you make the policy that if the payment is in excess of $10, or let's say the cost of doing the check is $8, we say, hey, any overpayments in the amount of $10 or greater, the money's gonna be returned to you. You know, something like that, because I mean, you don't wanna sit there and be writing a whole bunch of 25-cent checks.
Not with postage at 75 cents.
You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense, Sarah?
Good idea.
So I mean, to me, that's what I would do. I would say, I mean, there's a reasonable amount of money that basically if I gave you, if I'm giving you $100 bill for a $98 payment, and I don't want you to have to make change, just take $100, apply my $2 the next month, and hopefully it's only that little bit, you know, but if I gave you $200, you should just send back the $102 back, you know what I mean? But, cause I think I think in the long run, we're gonna spend a lot of money, right?
Well,
A lot
and
of-
she's only gonna have to do this once. Is you go in and she just goes through like what you've got now and send out the letter and say, we're not taking them anymore.
Yeah, but if they mail you a check for $110, and they got a $100 water bill, you want to send them a $110 check back, and they, I don't think so. So-
I think the resolution should just say
Just
that any
amend it.
overpayment in excess of $10 of the amount charged
Okay.
will automatically be refunded, will automatically.
Just don't do it every
The difference
month.
would be refunded. Well, hopefully everybody will get it down, the fact that they don't, I don't know, Linda, I still can't grasp that somebody can come in and give you that much money in this town. No offense, but I mean, I'm looking at, how does that happen?
Tax return.
Yeah, if they get the tax return or they get a windfall, why wouldn't they?
Yeah, but it's not our responsibility to be their
You gotta
banker.
probably spend it on something.
Unfortunately, it will be, it's not our
Yeah, yeah.
responsibility to keep track of their money, because if something happened and we lost that money, you know, we're not gonna hear the end of it.
That's true.
So, I get the point, and I think that's a valid point, and that some people need that help, but
So
I think
maybe on that last sentence of section 2, we could amend that to say overpayments received in excess of $10 will be refunded or returned
Yes.
in the mail.
yeah, I mean, I think I'm making that number up, you guys, I don't know how much it takes cost, Sarah, I mean, I'm just saying $10 seems reasonable to me.
I don't know what it takes.
Probably cost you $6.
It doesn't take us long to cut a check.
If the system did it for you, that'd be great, but I mean, I'm not sure that it would work that way. No, QuickBooks.
Okay,
Madam Mayor, so what I'm hearing is, we pass this, it will improve the efficiency of our water and sewer.
yes, and
That's okay. All I need to know.
you have to apply, there's a checking account for each section, and you have to apply that money, and
Time
it's,
served is also a fee.
Uh,
We don't-
the ACH thing has worked out well for Sarah. It's cut down a lot of time, a lot of aggravation.
Maybe if we make that small change, we prove this when it gets out to everybody, maybe everybody will just get dialed in and they'll start just paying what, maybe they'll go to ACH, maybe the news will get
That
out.
would be great.
And maybe that'll solve the whole
You
problem.
don't even have to think then, they just.
Maybe they're not doing that because this option doesn't exist.
Okay, do we have a motion?
I'll make the motion that we approve this resolution 2025-030, adding to section number 2, the fact that if any overpayment in excess of $10 of the amount of their bill
Will be returned,
will be returned.
okay?
Second.
A motion from Mr. Beam, as stated, and a second from Mr. Rozell. Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okey-doke. Let's see. Okay, city administrator.
We have an agenda item that we just wanted to make the council aware of. And I'm actually, there's a couple page document in your packet. I hope you guys have had a chance to read through that. But, once again, I'm gonna ask Miss Sarah to come forward. This is a project that she's working extensively on in her role as being in charge of permitting for the city and fielding questions about zoning for the city of Big Sandy. So we just, wanted to make you aware of something that, we found as we were reviewing the zoning ordinance. So Miss Sarah, and I'll let you take it from there.
So if you remember, in 2021, the city council adopted the manufactured housing district zoning ordinance. Among other things, it requires that homes added to these districts must be HUD code manufactured homes. These homes are manufactured after June 15, 1976. In addition to these districts, manufactured homes are also allowed in the areas zoned R3. The reason that R3 zoning is on our agenda tonight is that it allows mobile homes manufactured before June 15, 1976 to be added to these zones. We simply wanted to ask, does the council want to keep R3 zoning as it is, or do you think the zoning might need to be updated? If it should be updated, or you think it might be aware that a public hearing should be held and the city is required to mail certified notices about the hearing to property owners that are in those zones and are close to those zones.
So these zones just weren't included in the 2021 resolution? Is that what you're saying?
They were different, it's different than what, was set up for the districts.
Okay, explain that.
So,
The district being
district
Upshur
being
County,
2 or more,
our city.
a district being 2 or more like plots on a property for manufactured homes. R3 is just single parcels where you just have a single home. So that's the difference. The manufactured housing districts are like for multiple homes on a piece of property.
It's like a mobile home park
Yeah, exactly.
would be a district, would be considered a district, not an
R3 is
R3.
single family zoning in our city.
And the parks are not affected by this.
It's only one single family dwelling per lot.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Currently allows for that, okay?
Yeah.
If we passed that other ordinance, that would really kind of organize like a park, okay?
So when you get down here, you're talking about I understand the manufactured homes, okay? But you're talking about the mobile homes. Are we talking about, if it already exists, it's fine, or are you talking
Oh,
about
yeah. This is only talking about homes that are added.
added, okay? David, are you saying that currently, right now, this these R3 zones, they don't have any?
There's no restriction on bringing in.
There's no
mobile
restriction
homes.
right now.
There's no restriction that says they can't put a mobile home or manufacture, it's got wheels underneath it, okay?
They can put it on there.
Yeah.
Okay. And what are we trying to do? We're trying to tell them they can't, it has to be,
It's for us to consider. I'll just put my opinion out there, okay? And I've thought about this, and thought about it. So, when I was with Council Government, we did a lot of what we call housing. A lot of the cost of housing now. Where these districts are, you know, one of the things we wanted, some of those restrictions are, applicable to protect property values for people
around them.
around us, and I get that, and I appreciate that. But also might restrict someone who can't afford a home like that, but even one's manufactured homes now, is over $100,000.
But, you know, just now these mobile homes, pre-1975, they're gonna be,
Well, that have to be.
$10,000 or whatever.
We could amend it where.
But we're talking about doing it so that we're not allowing that, we're allowing a manufactured home.
Yeah, that's manufactured after 1976, but there's probably, you know, you bring one in that's manufactured in 1978, they're probably gonna have to glue it together and duct tape.
Well, but maybe we should change the date of when that,
You know,
maybe there should be a better date line, I mean,
Well, that's the HUD fee.
the HUD, you know.
And there's probably a lot of these lots that have houses on them.
But you can't do anything about the ones that already have houses.
No, I mean like a
Yeah.
house.
Yeah,
And so
that's right.
it's a mood issue.
Yeah, on those
So on
things.
some of these lots and whatever, but
What-
regardless of what we do, we're gonna have to notify people. If we start changing things, we're gonna have to notify folks and have a public hearing on it.
Well, it
if
doesn't
we
affect it, it
amend
doesn't
it,
affect.
Ray, we
If-
will have
yeah.
to change it, okay?
Right.
We have to amend that ordinance. To amend that ordinance, we have to notify everybody around there by
Yes.
certified mail and hold a public hearing.
Right, but
Yes.
for the
Not
record,
only the
if-
people who own the lots, but people within 200 feet, is that it, 200 feet of anyone around it.
okay, but aren't you saying that are we saying that basically, if you have that lot and you have something on that lot, provided it's not a fire risk, you can continue to live in that item.
We can't even do anything about it if
No,
it's
no,
there,
yeah.
whether it's a fire risk or
Yeah,
not.
but let's say it falls apart, it falls to the ground, whatever the case may be, and now, if we pass something, now they would have to they'd have to build it back based upon the new code, not based upon the code when they bought this
Right.
property, okay? So, for the betterment of the city, wouldn't it be better to have it done in such a mannerism that it's a safe home, affordable, that, you see what I'm saying? I mean, if I'm saying it's the right way, I mean, I know what I'm thinking, I might
Yeah,
not be coming
I'll
out
make
the
sure
right way.
I'm saying this right, anyone that has a mobile home, and they decide to get rid of that and they want to move another one in, they can put it on that same spot. Because they're just trading apples and apples, I
Well,
guess.
no, but
Is
a
that-
mobile home and a manufactured
Well,
home are
yeah,
two different things.
manufactured home.
Okay, manufactured home.
But we'll have to do we want to make sure that it is up to the year code and everything.
Right, but if.
Instead of moving something in that's, like you say, bubble gum and baling wire.
Yeah, so, but if I had a piece of property that was an R3 zone.
With
and this
nothing
thing
on
pa-
it?
With nothing on it, this passed right now, with what we're saying, I could bring in a manufactured home on that property. I can't bring in my circa 1976 trailer onto that property.
At this point in time, yeah.
Well, right now you can't, but if you pass this, you wouldn't
We
be able to.
pass it, they'll have to have,
Correct.
right,
Now,
it'll have to be up to code.
one, if they buy it commercially, okay, I don't know if a certified, installer is gonna install something like that.
Right.
If it's a newer one, then it's a certified installer. If not, you don't have to have an inspection.
So,
But
what's
You
the?
manufactured housing now still has wheels underneath it.
Yes.
Where a modular home, you dump it off the trailer, put it on lots.
Right.
So, looking at these zoning areas,
So,
I don't care, I'll them a nice place to live, I don't care.
I guess that's what I was
You know,
getting ready.
I don't care, you know,
Out here, I mean, is there, what's the likelihood of something that possibly is built, let's just say, for shits and grins, I mean, it was built in 1980, and it was, if it's been refurbished and certified, does that involve bringing it up to snuff?
If we determine,
Is there actually a way to certify that? Or is it just, we're making
if we
something up
just,
here?
decide on the date and maybe make it in concert with our mobile home parks, what they can bring in as far as the dates and everything. I think the date's the key right now, isn't it? That part of it is a key, that we don't, it's gotta be safe. Hang on one second, I will make sure that before we get through.
well, I know people who have brought modular homes in Big Sandy that, you know, they paid a pretty penny for, you know, modular home, dump on
Right,
trailer.
right.
And.
That was the one on Peachtree, right? Was that a modular?
That was a modular.
Yeah, I encourage everybody to put modular homes on Peachtree, but anyway, yeah.
The thing about it is.
I'm aware of one instance that somebody shared in confidence with me that they brought one in and ended up having to put thousands of dollars worth of work in it. It had a sticker on it, the damn thing was a fire trap when they bought it. And it had a certification sticker on it, you know, the aluminum wiring and all that kind of junk. You know, it is what it is.
I think that the situation here is that as you get people that come from different areas that move into a town like this, the first thing that's gonna come to their mind is that if that house goes up in flames, it's gonna affect my house. And they're gonna see it.
The house next
Yeah,
door.
exactly, and when you look at it, and that's what your concern is, so you're looking for something that's gonna go down on somebody's piece of property, that's gonna be safe. And it's gonna be less likely, but nothing's guaranteed in life.
But
Okay.
let me just throw this in, okay? One of those there, R3, is 20 acres of mine. Now, if I was to sell that to somebody and they come in here and build that thing up with some mobile homes that weren't desirable, I mean, I don't know. You know, and that's a possibility. So there's something that we gotta look at. I mean, I don't think that we need to decide this tonight.
Right.
I think this needs to take some research.
Yeah.
I think we probably need to confer with our attorney.
Well, I think the zoning thing is right, I mean, I think we need to look at it, I'm agreeing with what Rex says, I think it's a matter of what do we want to put on it, and I don't think we necessarily want any more mobile home parks per se. What we want is, we wanna offer a chance to grow the city, and that takes a lot of different ways to grow the city, so, and in some cases, like David said, I mean, you can't have a contractor come in and build a house for anything less than probably $250 nowadays.
We've
So,
got a
but yet
house-
you can go down to, Pratt, maybe get
Yeah.
a nice manufactured or mobile, however way you guys wanna call it, and you could probably get it put in there for less than $125.
Yeah. Well, and we.
I don't know now.
Yeah.
Well,
We-
if you.
We've got a house on Pearl Street right now, that I realize it's a 3-bedroom, maybe 2-bath house, and it's been remodeled and everything. And it's they're asking $1,800 a month to rent it in Big Sandy, I mean, so, ooh, gracious.
You have to figure out a way to.
I'm curious, is there any way we can determine
Delineate.
how many of these lots are actually vacant? Cause I would be willing to wager most of them have a structure of some sort,
I'm sure we could research it somehow.
as if you don't have anything else to do, but,
Well, the other concern would be also be the situation if somebody's got something on that house, on that property, and it's starting to fall apart, and now he's trying to jerry-rig it the best he can, because he can't really do anything else, and he knows he can't bring something back in of the same kind of statute, that you gotta go to the next level once you pass this. So you have to make sure that we're cognizant of what's gonna happen to some of those individuals that could be elderly and might not have the funds to go from A to D, they maybe go A to C. there's such a company that refurbishes these things. I mean, you could take an old 1996 Serengeti mobile home or RV, and there's companies that actually refurbish them, they come back out looking like a pros.
Really?
Oh, yeah, it's just like an antique car. I mean, they can do it, it can be done.
It's a matter of you want to.
You gotta have that money.
Gotta have the money.
So how do you tell the guy that wants to do this, you know, you can't do it because it doesn't meet our zone? So
It would have to be on probably a case by case basis.
So, you know, to bridge on what Mr. Roselle was talking about, if, say, he sold 20 acres, one may have to be able to afford that, okay, that's a pretty big purchase, I'm assuming. But then to actually build a park to meet our code would cost.
Oh, yeah.
In excess of $100,000.
Oh, yeah, at least.
Somebody that spends that kind of money to put a new mobile home, park in. They're not gonna have those kind of, houses coming in. But for the sake of argument tonight, I move to table this item.
Before we have a motion, Ms. Gonzalez wants to speak. Now, I understand this is on mobile homes, and the only thing I'm going to ask is, since we are still in litigation with your park, that any comments you make do not include anything on your part.
Correct.
Okay, if you'll stand, please. So, those of us who are hearing impaired,
So, you're
Come on
talking
up.
about, so the city allows for, or the state allows for cities to, prohibit further mobile homes, which is, it's the
Yeah,
pre-76. Yes.
Of that date, whatever that date is.
Where everybody is the mobile home, manufactured home, what's the difference, and there's the legal definition. So the state does allow cities to prohibit mobile homes manufactured prior to June 1976. Now, so mobile homes now, that's 49 years. And so if somebody's moving one of those, yeah, that's a long time. Now, state, what is a part of the fee that when you're hiring an installer, they have to get their permit for moving on the state highways. And part of that fee from the state is an inspection. That if a home changes from real to personal, then the state is going to inspect. If it is changed from salvage to habitable, the state will inspect. So the state already has a lot of things on inspecting a home that's moved, including the manufactured home. So if you're concerned about a 1980 home being kind of old, you know, the state already has things in place for that, that the city is not,
That means the
That-
state's code.
that is for the state, so.
Cities could have.
So, well, the cities have to comply with state code, they actually have.
But they might have more.
The state, you have to comply with state code, you can't make a regulation that contradicts state code. You can do what the state allows, and so that's part of it, they already have state inspections. And, yeah, and I already said that you are, it is, that you are permitted to prohibit mobile homes. And so if you think an ordinance to prohibit is actually necessary for doing all that cost, you know, is it really necessary now that mobile homes are 49 years old already? Is that, and then just now, the state already has for inspections and all the requirements on that.
Isn't the difference between a mobile home and a manufactured home, a large difference is the thickness of the walls because of
yes.
the fireproofing, which that was the upgrade that went into effect, was the type of material and the thickness of the walls that were used to make those, cause that was the number one problem, was these things catch on fire with these.
Okay, Dr. Fontenot. Sorry.
I move to table item number 16, consideration R3 amendment, set public hearing date.
I second it.
Okay, after discussion,
And to ask,
I'm sorry.
and to ask staff to research that further with our city
I have
attorney.
a comment about
Better.
staff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a comment about staff if I may. So we see properties moving more.
Yes.
And it is just a matter of time before someone comes before this council with a building permit asking to move a home onto R3.
We can
So-
table it.
So, it's not something that can just be, put off indefinitely.
No, this is before the next council
So,
meeting.
I believe that I don't have enough time to be looking into this. I have a lot to do. I wonder if any council member would be interested in doing things like extra research and checking with our attorney and that sort of thing. It would be most
We'll come up
helpful.
with somebody.
I don't want it to just be somebody.
Some of us got a lot of time on our hands, so.
Take it
Okay.
on. That's just a comment.
Okay, we have a motion from Dr. Fontenot to table number 16 about the, R3 amendments. Do we have a second?
I second it.
And a second from Mr. Bean. Do we have any more discussion?
We need to amend it to the staff statement to not include Mr.
We'll manage.
Okay.
How's that?
Y'all can handle that, not overburden.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, Ms. Rex,
Okay.
monthly reports and updates.
Yes. So now that Yamaree is over, early voting, continues the rest of this week from 8 to 5 at the Civic Center. It's also next, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 8 to 5. And then on the 30th and the 31st, it's actually 7 a.m. to 7 p. if you can't make election day on November 4th. So just a little update on that.
And election day is the only day this year,
Yes, that's correct. Everything else is in Gilman.
At Civic Center.
right?
A couple of other dates for you guys to jot down. The chamber has moved their, November meeting to Monday the 3rd instead of the 10th because of Veterans Day. Veterans Day is Tuesday the 11th and City Hall will be closed. And our next scheduled council meeting is November 18th. And so our Tuesdays are gonna be pretty busy in November. We have election day on the 4th, Veterans Day on the 11th, council meeting on the 18th, and then the following Thursday, the 27th, is Thanksgiving Day, and City Hall will be closed that Thursday and Friday as well. We have had a really busy month. Ms. Baggett has been very busy. We've issued a couple of proclamations on behalf of the city, one to Circle M Crawfish on their 30th anniversary, and we also recognize the 50th anniversary of the 1975, Big Sandy Wildcat Victory State title. As Rocky mentioned, we met with Frontier and we had a good meeting about that. The process right now is that they have the permits and they're working on completing the permits for us. Once they've done that, then we will be working with them to move forward with, the installation of fiber optic cable in Big Sandy. Our hazard mitigation grant, quick update, we've done the initial assessment with the state, and once again, we're waiting to hear back from them for the next step. We, on Chief's rifle resistant grant, we have ordered the equipment, and we have also done an initial assessment on that grant, and then we anticipate paying those for those in the next 30 to 45 days, and getting reimbursement on that. Y'all received a few emails, just make sure you took note of them. I know it's not a surprise, but one from CenterPoint Energy about a rate increase, and two from SWEPCO about rate increases that they plan to put into place. And then also, if anybody's interested in looking at it, we did receive notice that Alert Academy and their parent company are working on a permit renewal. You know, it's outside the city limits, but we've all been notified, and you can find that information online if you want to. That's all I got, Ms. Bailey.
Okay. A few updates here on mine. On the 31st, which is Halloween, we play Hawkins at home. It's senior night. I'm hopeful the burn ban will be lifted by then so they can have a bonfire. Before the game, from 5 to 6:30, the Big Sandy and the Hawkins cheerleaders are going to sponsor trunk or treat since it is Halloween night. It's gonna be up on the practice field over there on the park side where we park for fireworks and everything. So they'll have trunk or treat up there. So the little ones can come out and do their little trunk or treat thing. And then on the next day, on November 1st, Cinnamon Cowboy Church is going to have a fall festival where they do their trunk or treat, thing in the arena. Circle M is having a pop-up shopping. They do that on, November the 1st from 9 AM to 5 PM. They've got a lot of vendors out there, and that's always fun. Let's see, Red Oak Grove, ribbon cutting. This used to be, Big Sandy Manors, honey, at the end of Robinson, and on the 7th, it's on a Friday, they're going to have their grand opening from 11 to 2, they'll have hot dogs, I think, we had hot dogs over there the other day, but this is something I'd really like a lot of people to go to, you know, it's gonna be fun, and welcome it, they really done a lot of work out there, remodeled everything, it's much nicer. I'd like to invite City Council to the Lions 10th anniversary celebration. It's on the 15th of November, 6:30, and it's free. We're going to feed you for free. We don't do much in Lions Club that's free, so this ought to be a thing. But I would like for you to RSVP by the 1st of November, if you can come, that would be nice. School board did a good job, thank you. Mrs. Turner's great. I don't know anything else between now and then, that's really, we have community Thanksgiving. Our community Thanksgiving celebration gathering this year is going to be at Church of God. We have moved them back. We're moving that and Christmas. I don't know where Christmas is gonna be yet, but it'll be at 4:30 in the afternoon on the 23rd, that's a Sunday afternoon, at the Church of God, and that's our regular community Thanksgiving gathering. And my daughter-in-law's birthday's the next day, so I'm gonna give her jewelry, she's in for it, so, yes, sir.
Two things, so, has the honorable mayor made a decision about the pews in the, civic center?
I found the length of them,
Yeah,
so I'm gonna type, I found that in the thing.
so we haven't decided just to yank them out and
Uh,
have a bonfire or anything yet?
No, we're under a burn
Burn
ban.
ban, but I mean, we haven't made that decision.
I don't care, I'd give them away if it were up to me, pick them up,
But I
put them
thought
out in
that's
the
what
front
we
yard.
talked about.
and-
We already voted on that part.
That's what I thought we had.
We've
And you
got,
want us to hold up until after you did the.
but now we're not
honorable
gonna do that, so we're free.
We're not gonna do what?
we have anything in the auditorium anytime
We were
soon?
waiting till after you did
The
Heroes
community
thing.
honor our
thing?
heroes.
Honor
Oh,
our
yeah, honor
heroes,
our
and then you
heroes,
said we
yeah.
could probably get them ripped out.
So, yeah,
So can
I'm ready to rock and roll.
Can we have somebody maybe volunteer to proceed to get that taken care of and get ripped out, or?
I had a thought of somebody the other day to help
So
with that.
the honorable mayor needs a bit more time to make that decision?
Unless you and Ricky wanna go out there and do it.
Well, that's two of the people that kind of talked about doing it.
Y'all know how to do it. I can't.
It's up to you if you wanna get it done.
Yeah, well, you know, I know who to
I
go
mean,
to.
it forces your hand to get things going on it.
You know, my little brother will do anything I ask him
The only
to, just
thing, if
about.
you take them up, where you gonna put them?
Well, I mean, we have that burn ban right now, but I mean, if nobody
Yeah.
wants to take them, I thought we were gonna check with Alert to see if Alert wanted them.
I haven't heard anything back
I
from
haven't
her.
heard anything
Okay.
back from them either.
And,
When you take them up though, you they're just gonna be sitting there, so they're.
and messing with the grass.
Well, yeah, you don't wanna just take them out, put them there, I mean, but if we wanna take them out and get them to a dump or something like that, I don't know, but, okay, so my other thing though is, more importantly, or I see it as an important thing, personally, but, so the trucking company that purchased the place across the street from where they're parking all the trucks over on the dirt, is there anything that can be done to maybe mitigate dirt coming out of that lot and on the freeway?
Oh, okay, you're talking about where Sunny Nutrition used
Used
to
to
be?
be.
Okay, the lot that they're using belongs to Jackie Davis.
Okay,
She's renting it to them.
okay, so, but shouldn't there be some kind of those are heavy trailers that are going in and out of there, and they're pulling dirt out of the
Highway
lot.
department does, I think. as
Yeah,
far
that's a
as-
state highway, so
As
we
far
don't.
as they-
So we haven't made any kind of, just caution, I mean, it's just
And
saying.
what do
Well,
you,
they're pulling the trailers up and out, I mean, those tires and all, they're eventually start taking that dirt out of that. There's no driveway, there's not a real driveway, it's
There's not a
dirt.
culvert there at all.
Oh.
Yeah,
You know, there's
so
no-
over time, it's gonna, you're just gonna keep pulling dirt out of it a lot.
I know that there is a certified text dot, entrance.
I mean, don't get me wrong that they're not, the guys are, there's always somebody out there trying to
You
go
have
in the
to-
plot and
Anytime you make
everything,
a
but
driveway, you have to get text dot.
Text dot,
approved.
as more and more big
That's
trucks go in there,
So, Rex,
that'll be a problem on our
maybe
hands sooner or later.
Maybe
It's the state, not ours.
Miss Baggett reaches out to the state to start probably.
there's no driveway, there's no.
But that's a
nothing
state
there.
highway.
Oh, yeah, Wendy, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a state highway, that belongs to the state.
Yeah.
Even though it's an
You
example.
have to get a permit to put a driveway in, but I don't know if there's such one as on paper or not for that lot. I mean,
I
there
don't
could be,
know.
there may not be, I don't know.
They're just parking,
John's
parking
giving
trailers
people
and
off
tractor rigs in there.
Jackie stuff.
And then they pull them out.
So we can talk
and back in there.
Jackie and John and see what the deal
There
is.
is no.
Well, over time, they keep coming in, they're,
I know.
oh yeah, that's where the business is
It
across
has
the
watched
street.
a couple of times and they filled it
It's a
in.
trucking company, that's who bought the health thing, and then that's where they rented the
Needs to
land.
be something
all the trucks.
official,
And we're
doesn't it?
parking the tractor rigs behind, yeah.
The right of way washes there.
I only mention, I only bring it up because that's future, I mean, granted, it'd be the state that would have to pick it up, but we would all hear about it before the state heard about it. So I don't know if we could call them or if there's
I'll
somebody.
just call Wendy and.
I mean, most everybody else has a driveway that goes in and out, so I don't know. I don't know what the logic of it is.
Cause usually when we call text off, they come down pretty quickly and look at the issue, don't they?
When I put a driveway in there, where.
They should put a bid in.
Right there beside the dollar store, I had to get text dot approval, and then, and they also tell you what size of culvert, yada, yada, yada.
He was saying that we could probably call text out Miss Baggett and
Yeah.
they'll tell us if there's ever been one approved for that.
Yeah, okay, well, I'll put a call in.
I mean, it needs to have a bid, so you.
They put it on their maps if there's been one approved, so they'll have.
If you can just give me the address on it.
Those are my two things. Thank you.
And,
Okay,
and as
thank
it gets muddy, that could create a problem.
You can have a ride.
You just gotta bring everything on the
That's
road.
gonna come this week.
You think?
They say
So I don't have
4
to sit
inches.
out at the football game to get wet.
They say 4 inches Saturday, probably. That was tonight.
Like an umbrella.
May change by but it doesn't look good for Heritage Festival.
No, it doesn't.
So if nobody else has anything else, I'll make my last final statement. I'll make a motion to
Okay.
adjourn the meeting.
Okay, we have a motion to adjourn the meeting from Mr. Bing and a second from Mr. Rozelle. Do we have any discussion on that? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? You need an energy drink, go home.
I have a question. I'd like to say, that's all I care about.
Thank you for your help.
I'll
go ahead and stay and just listen.
They are stressed. The only thing they will be the ones that are on the tractor that has very flat.
Yes, I know, you guys can pass it notes. What was she saying? Oh, you got it.
I'm sorry, Sarah.